Let's go ahead and get started, man. I'm so excited to talk to you guys tonight about our 369 financial transformation. Now, why is this important? Because we live in America. This is the land of the free, the land of plenty, but a lot of people are struggling because they really don't understand how finances actually work. So I want to make sure everybody watching gets this. We're doing a huge promotion across the country. Money is no longer a barrier for you to change your financial future. And if you think it is, after tonight, we're going to totally debunk that myth altogether. So I want to give you guys a chance here to understand why most people in America struggle so that you can get on the right side of your finances. You're about to hit the halfway mark for 2019. And I really want you guys to think about this. Everyone claims that last year, December 31st of 2018, I know you set some financial goals. I'm gonna get out of debt this year. I'm gonna start investing this year. This year won't be like last year. Now, you were speaking about 2019, December 31st of 2018. You were saying, I'm gonna get my finances in order. I'm gonna be more disciplined. You may have said, I'm gonna increase my income. I'm gonna start a business. Well, guess what? In just about a week or so, you'll be at June 15th, which will be the middle of the year to the T. How are your finances looking right now? If you don't start making some changes, you're going to end up 6 months from now. It'll be December 31st, 2019, and you'll be going into the big 2020. I'm going to do something different this year. I promise you things won't be the same. You're going to be saying the same thing. When I tell you, you can put it in writing, you can mark this call as the beginning of something different for you. If you take good notes and if you go out and apply the knowledge I'm going to give you. I want to make sure we dispel some myths tonight. Number one, knowledge is power. That is not true. Knowledge is only potential power. We heard that growing up. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. No, applied knowledge is power. You add the word apply to the word knowledge. Now you got something powerful. So tonight we're going to do two things in a very, very short period of time. I'm going to teach you some strategies that my mentors taught me. A lot of these individuals have made not 6, not 7, not 8. We're talking 9 figures in business. Now, when you add a nine digits after a number, that's over $100 million. So don't judge me, okay? Tonight, I'm just a messenger giving back what I was given, and that's a life worth living. So here's what I want you to write down. I want you to write down cash, asset, cash. That's a wealth principle that you have to adopt. If you're ever going to succeed financially in this country, you have to learn the principle of cash, asset, cash. You have to take some cash, no matter how big or small. You have to buy, build, or grow an asset, and that asset generates more cash. Now, someone may have put you on this call because they told you about the 369 financial transformation. That's the same thing. Within 3 days, we're going to show you some techniques to improve your cash flow. Within 6 weeks, we're going to show you how to buy, build, or grow an asset. And then within 9 months, that asset will generate some cash. That's a Wall Street principle. What broke people do is they take some cash and then they buy some trash. And then they wonder why they're not succeeding financially because they're not doing what wealthy people do. Look, guys, I'm telling you first from a mental perspective. Most wealthy people sit around at the dinner table and they pass wealth stories to their children. They pass investments to their children. They pass stock tips to their children. They talk about real estate. They talk about capital gains. They talk about appreciation. They want to know how the portfolio is looking. Wealthy people talk about abundance, and guess what? It brings a lot of abundance to them. Now, I'm not saying that wealthy people are any better than people who don't have money. This is not a principle-based discussion. We're just talking about the numbers. Poor people don't have those discussions. Poor people talk about, man, I got to get this bill paid. Man, what's due next? Man, I need to negotiate something for my gas bill. Man, my credit scores are down. Once you change the dialogue, you change your situation. But you can't change the dialogue without applied knowledge. So tonight we're talking strategy, not sales. I'm not here to pressure you into something. I'm not here to motivate you to do something. I'm here to give you some cold, hard facts about money in this country. Here's fact number one. Most Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. That's just a fact. Fact number two, most Americans don't have $3,000 saved up for a miniature emergency. That means if your AC went out in your car, if you had a plumbing issue at home, if your transmission went out in the SUV, do you have $3,000 to fix a quick problem? Most people don't have $3,000 saved up, and they've been working for 10 plus years. Most people are not happy with their financial future. In other words, they look up and they see that they're getting older, but they can't afford to retire. Most people have to get a retirement job after they come out of retirement and put their Social Security, their pension, if you're lucky enough to have one, and their part-time job all together. Most people, in other words, are buried in debt and have no clue as to how they'll be able to invest. And honestly, if you're not investing, you're nowhere near wealth. What we do is we show you some basic strategies that the average everyday person can use to change that situation around. Here's strategy number one. It's called your cash flow cycle. Now, all week, today is Tuesday, yesterday was Monday, tomorrow's Wednesday, and Thursday, I'm right here at the same time. So you can start sharing this information right now. If you're watching me online, you can hit share or tag some friends because they need to hear this tonight, they need to hear it tomorrow, and they need to hear it Thursday. Here's why. The number one thing you need to do to start changing your financial situation, if you have a job, is revisit your W-4. The W-4 is the form that you filled out that tells your employer how much to withhold for taxes. That's called your W-4. See, in this country, everything is run by letters and numbers, but don't let it intimidate you. Those are just tax codes. When you hear W-4, Schedule C, Schedule A, W-2, 1099, 401k, 501c. In the government, they call it your NACE codes, your EIN. These are just tax codes. That's all it is. Don't let that stuff scare you. So what happens is, if you have a W-2, which is a job, you fill out a form called a W-4. But most people don't fill it out properly, so they give away all their money to taxes. That's a decision you made out of the lack of knowledge. I told you, knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. Once you revisit your W-4, you will be shocked at some of the exemptions that you can get once you become a business owner. Well, Brian, how do I become a business owner? Well, tonight we're going to show you how for $19 for at least the next 2 weeks, our company's doing a promotion so you can breathe easy and allow people to open and operate their own business for 19 bucks. So people say, well, Brian, what does the W-4 do? Well, now your taxes are going to come down legally, ethically, and morally, because that's your number one expense, right? Getting another job won't always help. Getting another degree won't always help. Higher education doesn't always help. You got people with PhDs that don't have a job. You got people with master degrees working for people with high school diplomas. So it's all confusing sometimes. What helps you financially is shifting your money back from the entities that shifted it away from you. See, a lot of you guys are out there and you're looking for more income, and that's fine. What you need to do is increase the cash flow for what you already possess. So the W-4 says, wait a minute, instead of this amount of taxes, a high amount of taxes going out of my check, government, give me my money throughout the year and I'll work it from there. See, now you use the tax dollars to pay your debt off. Now, I can explain and do these theoreticals and these hypotheticals all day long, but I got a young lady on the call that I asked real quick to hop on and share her testimony of her cash flow success. She's out of the Chicago area. Hit *6 for me, Miss Mamie Bridges. I appreciate you hopping on just within a 5-minute phone call. Can you hear me? Hit *6 for me if you can. Let me give it a second. Sometimes it acts stupid. Hold on.
All participants are muted. All participants are unmuted. Hey, Brian, it's Mamie.
All right, Mamie, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Brian. Hey.
Well, good. Well, just so I won't have to talk about a W-4 like it's some boring topic, you make it exciting by telling people what happened to you when you adjusted your W-4 Tell people where you were before Strategy One and where you are now as a result of doing it.
All right. Okay. So before I was mama two, working two jobs, living check to check, thinking I could budget my way to wealth. And then someone put me in a call just like this back in 2016. Now, after that call, I realized I had a cash flow problem, not an income problem. So I did that W-4 adjustment, and I got $300 back on my next check. And I'm a federal employee. I work for the government, right? So $300 back, or more than $300 back on every check. So that's $8,000 a year back into my household, just by adjusting my form that I've been putting down zero all this time. So I minimized my taxes, my federal taxes, and that allowed me to eliminate $30,000 in debt in just 2 years. Okay? So as my debt went down, my savings went up, and I was able to finally start a real emergency fund. I mean, a salary's worth of emergency fund, right? So last year, I'll get about to be transparent, Brian.
Yes.
I suddenly lost feelings in both of my legs, and I was confined to a wheelchair, and I couldn't work for 3 months. Now, remember, I said I was a federal employee. When I was finally to go back to work, the government shut down. Not once, but twice. So if it wasn't for my Iconz showing me how to have money work for me for the past 2 years, I'd be buried in several thousands in debt. And I'm so thankful that my medical condition nor the state of the economy was just a mere inconvenience rather than a financial emergency. So now, thanks to my Iconz, I'm still debt-free. My credit score is over 750. I'm investing. I have 2 kids, like I said earlier, and I'm able to set them an allowance, give them a salary, so now they have retirement accounts, and they too are investing. So my entire household, all 3 of us, are debt-free and investing, thanks to my Iconz.
Nice. Nice. Now, for those that may not have understood the power of this, I'm going to give you a quick recap. She adjusted her W-4. That's number 1. She got $8,000 a year. She got $8,000 a year back. Now, people miss this. What would it take for you right now to give yourself an $8,000 a year raise? You can't just go to your boss and say, hey, I need an extra $8,000, right? So she picked up about, I think she said $700 a month extra, paid off her debt. Her credit score is now up to a 750. She now has an entire salary's worth of income saved up. A military emergency, we call that a military emergency, $3,000 or less. I mean, right at $3,000, and a true emergency, which is her entire lifestyle is saved up. Now she's investing, and her credit score is a 750. That means she gets better interest rates. That means that now more cash flow is coming into her household, less taxes going to the government, and $0 going out to the bank, and more money coming in from her investments. Now that's somebody who actually had a condition where she lost the use of both legs temporarily. Works for the government, and the government got shut down, but it didn't matter because of strategy number 1. Guys, we have 3 strategies. That's just the first one, which we call cash flow management. I want you to get with the person who introduced you to this conference call tonight, who introduced you to Facebook Live or IG Live or whatever you're watching tonight. If it's me, DM me or inbox me or text me. If it's someone else, call them, text them, inbox them so you can get your membership for $19. That gives you the software that she used. That gives you the ability to earn residual income every single month. Can you guys imagine getting anywhere from $3 to $5 to $8 per month of hundreds and maybe even thousands of people per month? I've personally received 5-figure checks per week. So can you guys really understand the power of using a strategy? And now, normally thousands of dollars in value, your cost is $19. That's why I'm doing a call every night this week. You can come back tomorrow, I'm right here. You can at the same time. You can come back Thursday, I'm right here at the same time. Because as long as $20 long as you own 20 bucks, which these days is gas and a meal, then you can change your whole life around. Now, I'm doing a special training at 10 p.m. called a locker room session. It's a special training for people who want to learn how to actually build the business and refer others. If you inbox me or direct message me or text me, I'll send you the link. You can also go to multi-levelmastery.com and it'll also kick out there as well. multi-levelmastery.com, and it'll be sent to you there as well. So I want you guys to understand that we believe in training because none of this works without training. So tonight, instead of it being a private training, I'm going to show everybody who's interested in how to actually build the business using the $19 formula or any formula, or I'm sorry, any cost, how to build an organization and build residual income. That's multi, M-U-L-T-I dash level mastery, mastery.com. Or you can DM me, text me, or inbox me, and I'll shoot you a link. That's going to start promptly at 10 p.m. Eastern in 15 minutes. Before that, I want you to go ahead and get your membership. It's 19 bucks. This will not last long. You don't need no excuses. These days, that's four gallons worth of gas and 2 #1 combos at McDonald's or Chick-fil-A, which we shouldn't be eating anyway. Take that money, shift $20 back to your pocket, open up your home-based business with the person that put you on this webinar or on this conference call. You'll get a 4-digit password, all the software, all the strategies, all the videos, and the ability to make money and write off your taxes with a home-based business. I'll talk to you guys who are serious in 13 minutes online with multi-level mastery to teach you how to build the group. And I'll see all you other guys with your new membership tomorrow night on a conference call as you're welcome to bring new people. Thanks so much. Inbox me, DM me, text me. If I invited you, give it the other person that put you on the call if I did not. And I look forward to you partnering with all your business partners tonight. Have a good evening.